Hey guys, welcome to Pokédex, the channel where I build decks for the Pokemon trading card game. Today I'm going to be playing Chesnaught Break. It's a very interesting Pokemon to build around. It seems kinda straightforward in that you just go all in with a Chesnaught Break line and then you start dealing a lot of damage. But actually this deck, I think, has some very interesting deck building constraints. Kind of reminds me of the Typhlosion build from some weeks ago, in that the deck is very curious. Well, the Typhlosion deck had a lot of fire energy in it. We played something around 18 energy, if I remember correctly, or 17, something like that. And here we have a lot of Pokemon, and this is not like the Vespiquen deck where we can actually play useful Pokemon. If you notice, only 4 of our Pokemon actually are used for consistency reasons and draw us cards. We'll get to that in a second. But we have 15 Pokemon just for the Chesnaught Break line. And the reason for that is Chesnaught is a stage 3, and if we don't play a very thick line, we won't be getting them out consistently. I guess we could cut one stage 2 Chesnaught, but I just decided to go with a 4-4-4-3 line. That's a lot of force, and yeah, that just makes the deck really thick and really inconsistent. And yeah, this might as well be a bad deck Monday. But yeah, I decided I really wanted to build with Chesnaught Break, so here's my attempt at it. The deck I think actually works, but it's not that great because we are using an attack that takes 4 energy. I mean, we are one hitting when we start hitting, and the reason for that is this Tough Hammer does 160, and you deal 30 damage to one of our opponent's bench Pokemon, and 30 damage to itself. Yep. I'd love to be able to make use of this 30 damage to the bench, in that sometimes we would probably just use some escape rope, something like that, to bring the Pokemon that we wanted to the active position and then take the rest of the knockout. But because the deck has so many Pokemon on the Chesnaught Break line, I don't think we can really afford the space, so I'm going a different route. So what I'm doing is hitting for 160 damage and then making use of the Chesnaught from the X and Y expansion, which has the ability Spiky Shield, that says if this Pokemon is your active and is damaged by an opponent's attack, put 3 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. So our opponent's Pokemon is going to be hopefully not killing our 190 HP non-EX Pokemon, and we will be hitting for 160 and 30 if he hits us back. So hopefully that will knock him out. The other Pokemon that we are playing in our deck are 2 Kangaskhan EX for triple draw for a single energy. This guy allows us to tank for a little bit and hopefully draw cards. And then we have Shaymin EX, of course, for extra card draw. We don't go all in with Shaymin. Sometimes just, as I said, having a Kangaskhan that we can hide behind and just draw some cards for a single energy is actually quite nice, and combines really well with one of the items that we are using in the tools that we are using with EXP share, so we'll get to that in a second. So as far as card drawing Pokemon go, we have 2 Kangaskhan EX and 2 Shaymin EX, and then as I said, the line of Chesnaught is a 4-4-3 line, and actually about the guys that we are using, the Chespin, we are using the one from Breakthrough because of 3 climb. It's the most useful attack that the Chespin have. This one for a single grass energy allows us to grab an energy card from our deck and put it into our hand. Then we have the Quilladin from X and Y, because of Scrunch, for a single energy allows us to flip a coin, and if heads, we prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. So sometimes we might get Quilladin locked in the active position, and we just flip a coin and try to save ourselves from the opponent's attack. We also have Chesnaught, as I mentioned, the one from X and Y, to be able to put some damage counters on the opponent's Pokemon. And there's also Touchdown. If we don't need as much damage, we might just deal 90 and then heal 20 from this guy. It's always a possibility, especially since our Tough Hammer does 30 damage to ourselves. So we have 2 Level Ball to help us bring our smaller guys back early. We have a single Super Rod to shuffle some guys back, and of course some energy that we might discard. 2 Trainer's Mail to try and help make our deck a little bit more consistent. And then 4 Ultra Ball to grab any Pokemon that we might need. We have 4 via Seeker, also no surprises there, and then we have 1 AZ. AZ is really good because not only does it helps us draw extra cards with Shaymin EX, it might help us heal one of our Chesnaught using the Forest of Giant Plants. We can just put it down, and of course also allows us to retreat from one of our Pokemon because they take a million energy to retreat. Not this guy, but I'm lost here. Yeah, this one, 4 energy to retreat, so as you see it's quite an amount of energy to be able to retreat. We have 2 Lysander to bring our opponent's Pokemon back into the active position and knock them out, and then 2 Professor Birch's Observations and 4 Professor Sycamore for card draw. As I mentioned, the stadium of choice obviously is Forest of Giant Plants. We want to evolve into Chesnaught Break as soon as possible. And then we have 2 EXP Share. This is a very interesting card in that if we are out with Kangaskhan attacking, we don't really mind putting the energy there, even if Kangaskhan dies, if we stick an EXP Share on our Chesnaught, because as soon as the Kangaskhan dies, the Chesnaught grabs that energy back, and then hopefully we can ride that Chesnaught until it dies. We also have a couple of Float Stones to be able to retreat from our huge guys. Sometimes that's also useful. Maybe I'd love to be able to play an extra EXP Share. Maybe we can cut one of these in the future. I don't know. I've been quite happy with 2. Playing a single Float Stone is shaky sometimes, so yeah, I'm playing 2 right now. As far as energy goes, we are playing 4 DCE and then 7 Grass Energy. Remember, once again, we will be discarding a lot of energy in the early stages of the game to play our Sycamores and all that. So having a Super Rod around is also nice, and of course we need a lot of energy. If we are going to attack with at least 2 Chesnaught and a Kangaskhan, that's already 5 energy, so we only have 2 extra to spare, and of course the XP Share that we will hopefully make use of. And that's the deck. Let's go take it for a spin and hopefully try to win a match with it. Alright, so for our first match we are going to be playing against a Water Colorless deck, so I'm expecting some water type Pokemon with Shaymin EX, and we win the coin flip, so we are going first. Can even get to the stage or the break or the stage 3 on the first turn. It doesn't seem like it though, but we will see how this goes. Okay, so we start off with a Chespin. We've got energy. I'm going to put 1 down for sure, and I'm going to play this Ultra Ball. I want to grab the Shaymin, right? Yeah, and I discarded a couple of Sycamore because I don't want to discard this Quilladin if I don't manage to draw the stadium, and we don't. So let's see here. Don't even know what I'm playing against, so maybe I just use the AZ, bring the Shaymin back to my hand, because then next turn I can use the Birch. Yeah, I hope my opponent doesn't kill me in a single turn. So if he's playing water, I don't really know what to expect. Maybe some sort of Kyogre deck, something like that. I don't know. Don't even know. We see an X-Maniac and a water. Oh, Seismitoad. Okay, so if I knew Seismitoad was coming, I definitely have played this hand differently, because I think I would have put the EXP Share down, or maybe at least play the Ultra Ball, because Quilladin Scrunch might be okay against his attack. We'll see how this goes. If this Birch flips heads, we will be seeing a lot of cards. That's... yeah, we really need to hit Scrunch, because otherwise... actually, could I actually kill his dude? Which side? Yes, we are dealing less damage to him, of course, but his bench is also shortened. So we'll see. Yeah, he's only dealing 50 damage to our Chespin here, so we will survive the first attack. And I guess my plan is just to use Scrunch with Quilladin and keep charging it up, I guess. There's really... yeah, we really need to hit this heads on Scrunch, or else this guy's just gonna die. It also has a 70 damage attack, which does not kill the Shaymin, the Seismitoad at all, so I don't know. We have to hit a lot of stuff here. Okay, so 1 heads, that's nice. And oh boy, we don't have the stage 2. I don't think I'll play this, so I'll just Scrunch. Even with the... oh, okay, we hit heads. I'm really happy about that. So next turn we can actually deal a lot of damage to his dude, but then it just knocks us out, right? Yeah. I don't know, we have a lot of live draws. I mean, double Colossus Energy would be nice because it would allow us to attack with Shaman afterwards. So yeah, I don't really know what else I can do here, so I think I'll just attack with this guy, and I think I'll play the Sycamore because even though I have the break in my hand, I don't think I can hold on to that hand at all. Okay, we actually got this Kangaskhan, so we can finish the job with Kangaskhan. And we can also draw a lot of cards with it, so let's just hit for 140. Because I really need to get rid of this Seismitoad. At least my opponent now will have to search for stuff. And maybe, just maybe... Okay, so it's a Pinplup, so he's probably going for the Empoleon. Yeah, I've seen some decks such as this with Seismitoad and Empoleon. I'm not a big fan, actually. I think hitting for 70 with the Seismitoad is not that great. It's still a 3-hit knockout, although the opponent is item locked. I don't know, we'll see. And we see a double Colossus Energy getting played there. I might actually be able to Lysander that Pinplup and be out of item lock, which would be great because I would start building up this Quilladin in my bench if I could play the level ball. And we also have the XP share, that would be nice. So I'm just going to triple draw here. See what we get out of this. If nothing else, we will put the double Colossus Energy down and just kill that thing. Okay, my opponent does evolve. And now he has a 2 retreat cost. Oh boy. Oh no, I won't be able to kill that Seismitoad the next turn. Yeah, so now I think the plan is just to bring the Empoleon with a Lysander. There's really nothing else I can do here, because I won't be killing that Seismitoad at all. Oh boy. There's a Quaking Punch. I'll still keep the DC in hand, or maybe I just play it. I don't even know. I have 2 now, but my opponent, yeah, he might have the hammer, so I'm just going to play it safe and draw 3 cards. Okay, we have the stage 2 now, but we don't have the basic. That's the problem with this deck, as you see. Stage 3 decks are really hard to work out, turns out, for no one's surprise. We see a Bunnelby coming down. If my opponent does not have a way to retreat here, we will do potentially some good, because we can Lysander out that Seismitoad, and we can play this ball and evolve into a stage 2. We can do a lot of stuff. So hopefully the opponent does not have a way to retreat with Empoleon. It's taking a long time, so it kind of makes me feel like he doesn't have a way to retreat. Yeah, he does have the way to retreat, so it was just considered if you wanted to play it before playing the Sigmar. I don't think there's really any questions. Oh, and he hits the Headringer now, perfect. Okay. Oh boy, yeah, I think if this isn't game, this is pretty close. I mean, maybe if we draw into the our basic automatically. No, we don't. So I could maybe just bounce Shaman after Shaman. Is that our best plan here? We won't be drawing cards this turn, yeah, but we still keep the DC in our hand that we can reuse with the Shaman. So I think, actually, yeah, I don't think I'll attack here, because if we are going to use the Shaman plan, there's another Seismitoad. If we are going to use the Shaman plan, we are going to take a lot of turns, so I think our outs are really grim right now. This is looking really, really bad for us. Let's see what else. Okay, so our opponent just knocks us out. And now we go on to our Shaman EX plan. Let's see what we get out of this. Maybe we can make enough time in order to stall our opponent until our basic comes up. And we're not even killing the Seismitoad so yet, so yeah, we are in big trouble. Maybe if we can manage to knock out this Seismitoad, because all my opponents' DCs are in play, so maybe if we somehow force him to not item lock us in a single turn, that would be good, because we could then just kind of go off. I mean, we could evolve into a big guy. There's another Toad, which I'm not really scared about. I mean, at this point, I don't think that... Oh, my opponent judges. Okay, so I think that will be game. Unless I draw exactly Shaman and Energy, or I mean double colorless Energy. Nope. Yeah, I think this is game. Let's see. I don't even know. What else can we do here? There's a Super Rod being played for my opponent. This is pretty sick right now. And we see the Quaking Punch. Let's see what we draw. And it's a DCE. Oh, perfect. Yeah, now we can just concede. Okay, that wasn't the greatest of games, so I think I'll try to play another one. Okay, let's see if we can manage to win a game here. We are playing against a fairy deck now, and our opponent is flipping the coin to see who goes first. This is a fairly awkward deck to play. As I mentioned in the deck tech, it's not the greatest deck. My opponent flips head, so we lost a coin flip, and he's choosing, so he's going first. Okay, seems like my opponent is playing a fairy deck of sorts. And we start off with a Shaman, which isn't the greatest thing ever. In fact, it's pretty bad as a starter, but my plan is to play that EXP share and the energy, and then Sycamore, and hopefully we will be able to use Sky Return and bring that Shaman back into our hand and use it later to draw extra cards. So yeah, let's put all of this stuff down and then just play the Sycamore. Let's see what we draw here. Okay, we got the Quilladin, but nothing else really, so let's just play this thing. And we see two forests of giant plants, which... Ugh, oh boy. I was looking for the level ball there, or even an ultra ball. Not too happy about this, but what can you do? Okay, we see a Floette coming down. Seems like my opponent might be playing a Florges deck, the stage 2. I don't really know what it does, I don't remember. I remember it has some sort of ability, but maybe I'm just wrong. Right now is not doing much, but neither are we, so... Okay, we put this thing down, and now we put the DCE, because I think I'd rather save that one, and then we Sycamore again. Hopefully we draw something nice here, because this start wasn't the greatest ever. This deck has some fairly awkward... Okay, so now we have 2 level balls. So as I was saying, this deck has some fairly awkward starts. We still have a lot of Quilladin and Chessman. I mean, we only have 2 Quilladin, but they are usually enough. This is the reason why I'm playing so many, so that I can discard them and not pay too much attention to that. Could actually evolve into the stage 2 this turn, but I think I'd rather protect my grass type. Because I will spend a lot of turns charging it up, so yeah, might as well just Sky Return and yeah, promote the Kangaskhan. Now we can start drawing and building our bench finally. Maybe should be playing a lot of Kangaskhan instead of only 2, just so that we get... Okay, so each of your Pokemon's attacks cost 1 fairy less. Okay, so that's what the Florges does. So for only 2 energy, you can use this attack already, but it's not a great attack. I mean, yeah, 70 damage is not a lot, and it confuses our guy. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. I'll put this thing down, because I want to get rid of a lot of cards from my hand, as many as I can. I'll put this on the Kangaskhan because I'm planning on attacking this turn, and I'm discarding the Sycamore and the DCE because I have one that I don't think I need. Can go for the Chesnaught, and then we have a single break. Hopefully it will be enough, and we have ways to shuffle cards back. So let's see. Shaman for 4, and then hopefully triple draw works. Oh, okay, so we actually have a second Chesnaught. That's cool. Unfortunately, I think I'll have to charge the one that has the EXP share. I'd love to be able to charge the other Chesnaught. Okay, so let's use AZ. Can draw extra cards this turn. I would love to use the other Chesnaught, as I was saying, because it would allow me to have a second one with the EXP share on the bench. But the thing is, I think this Kangaskhan is going to die pretty soon. And okay, so we failed the triple draw, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. We have the energy that we need, and we have a supporter in hand. Chesnaught Break, Floral Breeze, so it heals damage. Okay, it's not the worst thing. Opponent heals itself, of course. I thought it had a better attack, but its attack is still the same at the 70. I'm not really too scared of that. Oh, we see Gardevoir coming down as well. I wonder why my opponent's not playing Gardevoir only, but I would. So for a second energy, could actually be using the second attack. Okay. Alright, we can get to the break now, and we can actually attack next turn. So because we will be getting the energy back from the Kangaskhan. So yeah, I do have to go with this one, unfortunately, but oh well, what can you do? Could play this just to further annoy my opponent. It's not, I don't even know. Yeah, I think I'll triple draw here. If it fails, oh, it doesn't. Okay, nice. If it failed, I could just promote my my Chesnaught and let my opponent hit it, and get damaged by it, and then I would kill the Gardevoir. Actually, I think that would have been better if the Kangaskhan failed there. My opponent would draw 2 prizes though, but he's going to draw 2 prizes anyway. And I'd rather have the same board state, but with some damage on the Gardevoir EX. So yeah, that was kind of bad. Although, I don't know if my opponent, if my energy would have moved back into the Chesnaught if the Kangaskhan would kill himself. I don't think it would. So, oh, now we have all of those annoying Chesnaughts in our hand. Let's discard the Sycamore, I guess, and a Chesnaught. And let's see, we have the break, which is what we are going for here. So we are putting this thing down, and now, yeah, my opponent can just heal damage from his Gardevoir. But 2 tough hammers will have to do this, hopefully. So we have to deal 30 to one of our guys also, so it's not great. Oh, it's to our own Chesnaught. Sorry, it's not one of our guys. I got confused there for a little bit. Yeah, his Gardevoir can heal damage from his guy, so the good thing is that we can actually use the attack from the stage 2 Chesnaught afterwards. We don't have to deal extra damage to ourselves. Yeah, this does heal damage from the active, so he will be healing his Gardevoir EX, and he's also dealing, oh, okay. Oh, we don't really need that. He's healing off the damage, and he's taking 30 anyways. And then, okay, there we see Shauna. We see another energy into the Gardevoir, okay. Shining Wind, 120 damage, still not enough to kill us, but 30 damage on his dude. Yeah, our draws are not great, but yeah, that kind of means that our deck is also not great, so we can't really complain too much. And we flip tails, which is okay. I mean, we drew a lot of energy. That's nice. Could actually retreat. No, we can't do that. We have to use touchdown, heal 20 damage from our guy, but still not enough. My opponent will probably just kill us anyways. We have... yeah, any of his dudes kill our Chesnaught. He actually goes with the Gardevoir EX, so he must have the energy in hand, right? If we only had the XP share that we needed, we would be able to... oh, he doesn't get into the energy. Oh, that's wonderful. Now his Gardevoir is just dead. And we actually have the extra turn that we needed to build this Chesnaught. Oh man, this was brutal for our opponent. Really, really brutal. He's almost dead. I mean, I might be talking too soon, but... this guy is 40 and the other one has 1,000,000, so I'm going for the 41. Yeah, this guy's still 110. Maybe I should have gone for it, because then I could kill it with... oh, my opponent just concedes the game. Okay. That was a fun game. Both my deck and my opponent's deck were really, really bad decks, I think. But, I mean, we were trying with very... awkward cards like his Florges and my Chesnaught, but this is a very interesting but bad deck, I have to say. I mean, we just have to play a lot of Pokemon, but I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope, at least for the sake of trying stuff out, this was fun and entertaining to watch. And don't forget to hit the like button if you like this kind of janky decks, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!